And good afternoon, or evening as I should say, as it's a nightcap here at the Castle. CCBC Essex Knights basketball as the Lakers are in town. Garrett Community College. This is a battle of two teams that are trending in two very opposite directions. The Knights, of course, if you've been following this team, you know they're trending towards the tippy top. Garrett Community College Lakers, owners of a 6-game losing streak, headed into this one against the Knights. Here's Gagan after the miss from the Lakers. Drop off to Flynn. Flynn for three, comes up just short. Lakers break through that press pretty easily. Shot, Flynn, good defense out, but first basket of the game goes to the Lakers. And a good start for them. There's another shot, from Flynn. It's a three, and comes up short as well. Still 2-0 Lakers. Knights in the press again. Lakers get through. Good passing game. Lakers work down. Quick passes. Pump fake got a little bit of space. Bad shot, though, comes up woefully short. Here's Moy into the teeth of the defense. The crowd wants an and one. They're not going to get it, but the Knights will get their first basket of the game. That's Moy, fresh off her 81-point performance against Nova last week. Dropping 81 for the Mamba. Oh, up for Flynn. Great defense to get to the shooter, or what she thought was going to be the shooter, but got a great eye there from the Lakers big to find the shooter in the corner. And the Lakers back up in front. 4-2 is our score right now. 8 minutes in this first quarter. Thanks for joining us. Once again, it's been such an exciting first season here for Knights basketball. Lakers still holding on to a slim lead. There's our first steal of the game. Gagan trying to go coast to coast. Got a step, and we'll put it in. Casey Gagan with a nice move there. Got the steal, had just a small step on the defender. Got the basket, and we're all tied up once again, 4-4. Lakers drive, pick up, pass into the lane. Oh, off the glass. The bank is open, and that check cashed for 2 points. Kiera Cole. Three in the corner from Haggerty. It's good. And the fan section and the players on the bench all cheering for Haggerty. It's our first three-pointer of the game. And there's another steal from the Knights. Slowing things down, though, this time. Moy for three. It's good. Back-to-back threes for the Knights. Gives them a little bit of a cushion here, 10-6. Lakers need to stop some of this bleeding quickly. Knights, not the team they want to let on a run. Long three comes up short. Good rebound by Moy. Poked it away. Then got it. Oh, trying to put a little shake and bake on. I don't know if that move worked, but got around the defender and put it in for two. That's all that matters, right? It's now 8 straight points for the Knights. A good run here as the Lakers are trying to figure something out offensively. The drive, Flynn is there, and stonewalled. You shall not pass. Gagan over to Haggerty for three. Good! 11 straight points for the Knights. What a run here by the Whitecoats. Now the trap in the corner. Splits the double. The pass. And it cannot be caught cleanly, but the second pass will lead to a basket for the Lakers. That's great offense there. That's why you play with your head up. And the Knights will answer back here, or have an opportunity to answer back here, with just over 5 to play. Haggerty, another three. No good. This one rims out. Hits every part except for the bottom. 15-8 is our score now. Long pass is just saved. They got to get that over, and it's a violation. Good pressure put on there by the Knights. Doesn't force a steal, but it does force a turnover. And I notice Coach Mike on the court there. And like so many NBA coaches, he is wearing the Kobe's to honor the great Kobe Bryant. It's our first home game since then. I'm sure we'll be talking to some of the players after the game about what the Mamba meant to them. Focus on the game, though, right now. Lakers need to focus on stopping this bleeding somehow. Gifted a possession after the turnover from the Knights. 10 on the shot clock. Lakers got to go. Haggerty almost gets caught with a hand in the cookie jar. No foul, though, but it does lead to 2 points for the Knights. Here's Haggerty to Gagan. Gagan for three. Good! So the run for the Knights was stopped as the Lakers got that basket, but they do get a three-pointer the next time down, and they can get another here. Moy up and under. Good! What a move! And the Knights are now up by 10, and a timeout, a full timeout taken by the Lakers. So we're going to take 1-2 with these two teams. The Knights look to have found their groove here with just over 4 minutes in the first quarter. It is 20-10 as the Knights are back in action here at the Castle. And we're back here, ready to play the final 4 minutes of this first quarter, excuse me. And the Knights were rolling before that timeout by the Lakers, up 20-10. They were knocking down the long ball and getting their hands in the passing lane. Foul line jumper comes up woefully short, and the save attempt does as well. Here come the Knights in transition. Moy drops it, and the bank's open for two. That check cashes for 2 points, and it's now a 12-point lead for the Knights and a double dribble. Coaching never stops from the sideline. If it's not Coach Mike getting up and letting somebody know about something, it's one of the assistants. Gagan for three. They don't stop ball, and that's a mistake the Lakers won't make again. Haggerty started hot in this first quarter, and now Gagan's heating up. Here's Moy to get Haggerty, and maybe an and one, but no call. 2 points Haggerty will have to settle for, and this Knights offense is heating up here. And Moy with the steal. Wow, what a move. Directing traffic. She gave the head nod over to Haggerty to get in position for three. Haggerty was in position, and as you see, she sunk it. But that referee on the far sideline said that there was a foot on the line, basket waved off. She was out of bounds. But just a tremendous job there by Moy, dictating the offense, making sure everybody's in the right position. She gave just a little head nod over to Haggerty, got her into position for the three. And there's tremendous defense there by Fink. Rhea Fink, I believe, got a hand on that. Here's Haggerty. She says, "Take that one away from me, Mr. Stripes." If at first you fail, try again. Haggerty this time comes up, buckets. And there's Gagan with a steal. Here's the breakaway, Moy for two, and the Knights are rolling 32-10 with 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Talked about Moy's 81 performance last week, and there's Moy again for two. And Gagan played second fiddle to Moy's 81 performance in that game, but man, what a second fiddle it was. She had a quadruple double in that game, and we'll tell you more about that as we come back. The Knights 34-10 with just under 2 minutes to play in this first quarter. Coach Mike, I'm sure he'll be coming up with something to talk about, but not a lot to be mad at right now. All right, we're back, and more about Casey Gagan's quadruple double against Nova. She had a total of 11 rebounds, 15 assists, 15 steals, and 12 points in the game as the Lakers get the basket there and get some of those points back. Moy, no one stops ball, and that's an easy foul line jumper as number 10 adds 2 more points to the board for the Knights. Good job of getting through that press. Solid passing there for the Lakers. Leads to a basket. Oh, no. Comes up short. Thought they were going to use the bank there. It was a little hard. Haggerty for three. That one comes up long. Under a minute, Moy. Horton. Good. Horton picking up the teammate there with a tremendous shot after the offensive rebound. And there's a steal. And the frustration is starting to sit in here. Haggerty for three. Pull up. Good. Oh, man. The smiles from the bench. They say it all, really. This team loves to see each other succeed. Not a selfish bone on this team. They share the rock. Everyone gets to put up shots. Haggerty putting up the most shots right now, but she's earned that. She's on fire. Offensive rebound over to Fink. She gets it blocked, and Haggerty went for that offensive rebound again, but foul was called before. We'll send Fink to the line. Man, that's incredible. Look at that up there. That's not a stat line you're going to see very often at any level. 17 seconds left in this first quarter. That was our first foul call. The action has been fast-paced. Knights have been draining their shots. And Fink 2 for 2 from the line, 44-13. It was 4-2 Lakers at one point in this first quarter. And there is a bullet pass by Moy that comes up on target, but the shot came up ugly. Washington, that check was bounced off the backboard, and it's going to be 44-13. Started to say at one point it was 4-2 Lakers in that first quarter. The Knights went on an 11-point run after that, never looked back. They're in the driver's seat now. Will that continue in the second quarter? We'll find out after this short break. And we are back here, ready to start things in this second quarter. And what a first quarter it was for the Knights. Haggerty swinging it over. Here's Fink. She'll shoot it and make it. Lakers made the adjustment there as Haggerty had it in the corner. That was a shot that was there for her in the first quarter. But that extra rollover made her think twice about it, gave it up, and Fink knocked it down. Let's see if that continues, because they're going to try and find Haggerty here moving forward. Fink comes up short that time. Good shot attempt, though. You got to rip that one. She was wide open. With this offense that Coach Mike wants to run, he's a big fan of Coach D'Antoni. 7 seconds or less offense. 7 seconds or less offense. Going to be making a comeback here soon after the Rockets traded Clint Capella. They're going to be running with a 6'7" center at P.J. Tucker. The Rockets offense is going to look a lot like this Knights offense has been looking here today. Haggerty pull up three, looking like James Harden. Oh my! Kendall Haggerty's on fire. 50-13. And there's the steal. Who else but number 12? Is that Tom Brady? All right, I'll stop. I was jumping the gun there with the Tom Brady. She's got to get to 40 before we make that reference. 50-13 is our score, and Haggerty will get to the line here once again. The way that the Knights are feeding her right now, she could be getting close to 40 before the end of this half. 8 minutes and 34 seconds left here in this first half, and I think I jinxed Haggerty there. She came up short on the first foul shot. And 0 for 2. Haggerty'd like to have that one back. Nice move, getting around the defenders and getting through that sea of hands. Lakers turn, and nice move. Gagan, I think, was the one who got a hand on that, poked it away. And the Lakers will hold on to possession. They'll have 16 on the shot clock, so they got plenty of time to work with here. Quick three, though, comes up short. Gagan will chase down the long rebound. Here is a transition opportunity, and that's sniffed out like Ed Reed, though was looking more like Dan Orvalowski. And they lost track of where they were on the court and stepped on that out-of-bounds line. Here's Haggerty for three. That one comes up short. Gagan shows her how it's done. And the student section here at CCBC Essex is on fire right now. That's the baseball team. I hope the Knights basketball team. Oh, welcome to the block party. Refreshments are on the bench. Reed sends out our first official invite to the block party. And now Flynn teams up with Reed down low. I think they're going to be sending out a couple more invites to the block party. Flynn doesn't send out an invite, but does get the rebound. Good position there. Down low, Moy. Oh, what a pass over to Reed. Reed takes it into the teeth of the defense, comes up short, and cannot get the rebound either. Great move by Moy. That no-look pass over to Reed. Just cannot make the bucket. Here come the Lakers. Long time without a basket for them. Pull up. The jumper is long. Here's the run. Gagan for three. No good. And rebounded by the Lakers. Looked like some contact on the way down there. There's a three. Good chase out by Flynn. Doesn't matter, though. Number 23 for the Lakers. Maya Harvey laces that three. And it's 53-16. The Knights offense hot to start the second quarter. Slowed down here a little bit. Can they find their footing here once again and get the fireworks going? And Reed cannot get the basket, but she will go to the line. And the oohs and ahs were coming from the bench, but the basket came up short from number 23, Kobe Scott Pearson. And Washington will come in for KSP. Not a habit that Coach Mike would like to see continue, as the Knights have missed 3 straight foul shots now. Make it 4 straight. Oh, my. 53-16, just over 6 minutes left to play here in this first half. And Washington can't get the steal. And double dribble. Wow, okay. Double dribble before the foul. As the Knights may have got away with one there. Coach Mike makes a couple adjustments there from the sidelines. I'd like to see his offense get going here again, I'm sure. Washington for 3. That was great offense set up there. Washington just missed, and Reed puts it in, fighting through the contact. Whoa, my, what a big man move there by Reed. The Knights offense have been slow there. Oh, and a travel call. I was not looking at Cole's feet there to see if she shuffled or not. Ref was right there, though. Had a perfect place, been a perfect place to make that call. 55-16. Moy, Flynn for 3. Comes up short. Reed, can she get it? And it will be Knights ball. Gagan for 3. Good. And Gagan picking up where Haggerty left off in that first half, or first quarter, excuse me. We'll have substitution come in for the Lakers. This had the start of this game. Lakers, owners of a 6-game losing streak, headed into this one, so they knew it was going to be tough coming into the Castle to play this kind of team. Coach Mike lets Moy know from the sideline, don't be afraid to get your shot. Moy has been a little passive here today in this one. Quickly takes Coach Mike's advice and puts 2 points in the hoop. Gagan follows with 2 points of her own on the steal. And Reed and Flynn both in position there. Flynn knocked it away but couldn't save it afterwards. And this game is slowed down here in the second quarter. The Knights not running as much. And again, I think a big part of that has to do with the fact that Knights have come up short here a couple times on the 3 ball. They were lacing it in the first quarter. Still good. Moy down to Flynn. Great pass. Tremendous vision there from number 10. Showing the all-around game. Well on her way to getting herself a scholarship somewhere. Drop 81 against Nova in the last game. Turning around, well on her way to a double-double here. Maya Moy, number 10. Sophomore out of Washington, D.C. And almost a turnover. Cross-court pass. Leads to 2 points. It's almost a desperation heave there. Worked out, though, for the Lakers. Gagan for 3. And, man, she is not missing right now. Cole had no idea that pass was coming. Reed picks it off. Here's Moy. She'll take a 3, and she comes up short. Rolls around the rim. See the frustration on Moy's face after that missed shot. She went right after the steal. Cole, the pass, good pass. The 3 is long, though. And Reed cannot get the rebound. Lakers, Flynn sends out an invite to the block party and then saves it on the other side. Great play, hustle all around there from number 3. And we'll have substitutions on both sides. Horton and Haggerty check in for the Knights, as that is the starting lineup on the court right now for Coach Mike and the Knights. Probably run with this unit for the last 2 minutes, I would guess. Quick hot potato game leads to a 3 in the corner, and they drain. Jessica Bowe from Oakland, Maryland puts up the 3 there. 67-21, Gagan for 3. That one comes up empty. Good job of sucking the defense in, finding the open teammate. Doesn't lead to a basket, though. Here come the Knights in transition. Horton for 3 in the corner. Good! And it's 70 points now for the Knights. 70-21 is their score, just under 2 minutes to play. And I thought the Lakers were going to lace that 3. Decide to slow things down here instead. Cole, and she'll give it up. Flynn has the mismatch. And that's an open three, and the Lakers cannot make the Knights pay. Lakers will take over possession. Or excuse me, the Knights will take over possession. Let's see what they do here in this final minute and change. Moy takes the fadeaway, comes up short. And Haggerty goes for the block from behind, chases the rebound after the miss. Gagan, Flynn, Moy, back to Flynn. Here's the three from Gagan. That one's long. And the Knights looking like a team that's well aware that they're up 70-21 with just under a minute to play in the first half. They look a little lethargic, slowing down the pace a little bit. That is everyone outside of Moy, of course, as she turns on the Jets, forced herself into a turnover. 70-24. And I'm sure Coach Mike is happy with what the score is right now, but I can't imagine he's too happy with how his team has looked here to close things out in this first half. As this is now a little bit of a run for the Lakers. Gagan at the buzzer. Nope. And she's fouled. And there is 3.7 on the clock, so the Lakers could get the final shot of this first half. Let's see what Gagan does at the line, as I could be mistaken, but I believe the Knights have missed their last 4 foul shots leading up to this. It's 5. And they stop that awful trend as they'll go 1 for 6 from the line. Half-court heave is well long. So the Knights are up big here in this one, 71-27 at the end of the first half. We'll be back with the second half after this short break. We'll see what Coach Mike has to say to his team at halftime. And we're back here ready to start things in this second half, and what a first half it was for the Knights. As we'll give you the rundown on scoring leaders at the half. Casey Gagan leads the way with 20 points. Right behind her is Maya Moy with 19 and Kendall Haggerty with 17. Haggerty's 17 caught me as a surprise. Would have guessed she was in the 20s with the amount of threes she was putting down there in that first quarter. Ended that first half 5 for 8 from 3. Moy comes up short. Haggerty does as well. And Moy tries to chase it down. And she cannot. Though the ball will stay with the Knights. Walked past the locker room at halftime. There's Flynn, a tough move to the basket. Haggerty gets another offensive rebound. There's another, and can she get an assist to go along with that? She cannot. Wow, 4 offensive rebounds and a basket. 4 offensive rebounds on that possession for number 12. Wow, what a run there. Haggerty missed 2 foul shots in the second quarter. Made up for that there with a 3-point play. Good communication on defense there. Calling out the switch. 74-27. Pass down low to Cole. Cole turns and face. Has it stolen away by Gagan. Here's Gagan. No look pass to Moy, who Randy Moss catches that. Somehow continues in stride and puts it in for 2. Nice move there by number 10, who now has 21 points in the game. Turn and shoot, turn and drive, baseline. That one's off the front of the iron. Moy, good box out, perfect position. Returning the favor to Gagan? No. Flynn, the putback? No. Again? No. Flynn, 2 offensive rebounds there. 2 missed shots to go along with them, though. 76-27 with just under 8 minutes to play here in this third quarter. Started to say a couple minutes ago, I walked past the locker room at halftime and Coach Mike passionately talking to his team about the offense. Certainly happy about the score at the end of the first half, but I don't think he was too happy about the execution down the stretch in that second quarter. Team was taking some rush shots, ran into some bad possessions. Flynn with the steal. Easy steal that time. There's Moy. Moy drives over to Haggerty. Haggerty for 3, and it's in and out. Flynn chases the long rebound. Horton for 3. And the Knights have missed 3 3-pointers in a row now. Coach Mike doesn't really care much about missed threes. He wants his team to get that shot up. Coach Mike told me at one point this season he wants to shoot 40 threes every game. Knights well on their way to 40 threes here. Oh, what a touch pass by Moy to Flynn as she cut through that back door. Got herself into a real good scoring area. 78-27, just over 6 minutes to play. Moy intercepts that pass. And coast to coast. San Francisco 49ers needed a defensive back like that last Sunday. Moy comes up big with the interception. Took it to the house with the scoop and score afterwards. 80-27. Cole shoots. Comes up empty. Horton chased down the rebound, and here comes Moy again. Pass over to Gagan. And Flynn is flying to the boards here in this third quarter. Cannot get the putback to go, though. Coach Mike's got to be happy with the effort, though, and that's a travel. Lesser of two evils there, because if it wasn't a travel, Gagan was going to take it coast to coast. She stripped that one away. Said this is how we do it in Rhode Island. That's how we do it in Rhode Island, too. We bury long threes. And she shot that one from Parkville. 83-27 now. Down low, the pass to Cole. Gagan laying it out. Tremendous effort. You'd think this is a 2-point game. Haggerty missed the shot, wanted to get the steal, didn't. Flynn, she tries for the steal. She comes up empty herself. Gagan, I noticed on that far sideline, slid over to where we have our youngest fan over there. Young man just had a moment he certainly won't forget. Close encounters of the basketball kind. And there's a three from the Lakers. Number 23. Big shot there from Harvey, as that was a tremendous closeout there from the Knights. Here's Flynn swinging it over to Gagan. Gagan for three. And the Knights are cold from three here in this third quarter. Gagan wants the carry call, and it was close. That ball did come up there, but it looked like she was pushing it over for the pass. It leads to the three for the Lakers. It's a 50-point game now. And here's Gagan after the steal. Pushes it up to Moy. Moy catches and shoots and did not have a lot of time there as 23. Harvey was coming across the court to try and get a hand on that ball. Dangerous pass, but Moy made the most of it. It's just one of those days here for the Lakers. They ran into a buzzsaw. This Knights team is firing on all cylinders headed down the stretch. Long three. Comes up empty. Moy with the rebound. She's running. Flynn is open on the side, and they find her. And this time she comes up with the 2 points. Flynn has been solid on the boards here in this third quarter. Hasn't been able to get the shot to go, but there she was rewarded for the effort running the court as Moy found her, and Flynn found the basket for 2 points. It's 87-33 with just over 3 minutes to play. We're going to take a timeout with these two teams, and we will be back after this short break. Stick around for the rest of this game and stick around after the game as well, as we're going to have interviews with Coach Mike and probably a few of the players as well. And we're back here ready to get things started once again in this third quarter. Much like those other 3 quarters, or the first 2 quarters we played, excuse me. It's been all Knights here. Good closeout and rotation on defense. Leads to a bad shot from the Lakers. And here come the Knights. Moy cutting through the defense. and she cannot finish, but she was fouled for her troubles, and she will go to the line. A good move there by Moy to get around the first defender. Gave him a little shake and bake. Took it to the hole. Gagan. Short break for Gagan. Reed is going to check into the game as well on that next break. Looks like Gagan's coming in for the shooter as Reed checks in right now. Reed sent out a solid invitation to the block party in that first quarter. And 2 for 2. Lane violation called on by the far side judge. So that last foul shot is waved off. 88-33 is our score. And KSP thought she got a hand on that. Lakers did a good job to get possession there. Gagan after the miss. Fink with a hand right in the face. Pull up, fadeaway jumper from the baseline. Oh my, the Paul Rabel swim move there. Nice move there by number 11. And the KSP, the baseline jumper. Fink cleans it up. No, Reed cleans it up. Yeah! 2 points for the Knights. 2 offensive rebounds. And 2 points to go along. Long 3 is long as well. Offensive rebound, though, by the Lakers. Fresh shot clock to work with. They'll slow things down. Just over a minute to play in this third quarter. 92-36, or 35, excuse me, is our score. 5 on the shot clock. Got to go. Drives in, and Reed, another invite to the block party. Oh, my. Lakers player arguing that there was contact on the arm. It certainly did look like it. Quick shot. Shot clock violation. That shot is waved off. Not aware of how much time was left on that possession. Tough break there for the Lakers as they did everything they could to get a basket. They just couldn't get one. KSP with the rebound. Washington drives, the hook shot, oh! Washington, put some music behind that, you got yourself a highlight tape. That was a nice move there. Offensive rebound, another one, and this time Reed is called. Rebound for the Knights, coast to coast. With some urgency, Gagan pulls up. The 3 is long, and it's rebounded by the Lakers. Shot clock is turned off so they can hold for the final shot here. Will they? Spins around Gagan. Great pass. Another block. Fink and Reed were both there. One of them got a hand on it. That's another invite to the block party sent out by the Knights, and now the Knights can hold for the final shot. Washington from 3 in front of the bench, and it's good, and Moy plays a little guitar to go along with that song. And the song the Knights are singing is a good one, as They're up 97-36 right now. We'll be back after this short break as the final quarter is up after this. And we're back as Maya Moy starts things with a bang for the Knights. The three in the corner gets us to 136 on the scoreboard. This is the fourth and final quarter here in this game, the Knights' first home game since the tragic passing of Kobe Bryant. Big game here for the Knights. It's not the Knights' first game since the pass. Oh! Oh my! Oh my! The reaction from the bench says it all. And oh man, if the cameraman didn't get that one, he's gonna have to find another job after this. Casey Gagan with the NBA playground move. And the frustration starting to settle in, for the Lakers. It's been a tough road. They ran into a buzzsaw here as the Knights starting to say they were fresh off a game where Casey Gagan had a quadruple double. Casey Gagan is trying her hardest not to smile right now. She knows what she did was pretty special right there. Such a humble player. One of those players when you meet her, you talk to her, you just can't help but rooting for her afterwards. The work ethic is there, like so many of these players on the Knights, like every player on the Knights, really. Haggerty, deep three. Comes up empty. Haggerty started out on fire. I thought for sure she was going to be touching double digits from three. She slowed down here in this third and fourth quarter. She was 5 for 8 to start. Don't think she's hit a three here in this second quarter, though. Moy over to Gagan. Gagan puts it in for 2. And almost 2 minutes into this fourth quarter, the Knights are picking up where they left off in the third. And they're starting to roll here offensively. Gagan with the steal. Up to Moy. And Moy puts it in for 2. Flynn is going to check into the game at our next break. Flynn is rocking the Rip Hamilton mask here today. She's wearing the Rip Hamilton mask, but she's been hitting the boards like Ben Wallace out there. Horton with the pass to Moy. Right back to Horton. Oh, man, make the best out of a bad situation there. Moy couldn't catch it cleanly. She passes it off in the air, and Moy, not as shy as Gagan. She has no trouble, or no problem, I should say, showing her excitement on the court as she walks off the court with a smile That is from ear to ear. We're going to get some updates on total scores here in just 1 second. My suspicions were right. Haggerty, 5 for 8 in the first half from 3, 5 for 9 in the first 3 quarters. She did add the 3 points at the charity stripe, though. Or excuse me, the and 1 at the charity stripe to get her to 20 points. Oh, what a block by Flynn! Another invite to the block party. Flynn, a round 1 defender. Pulls up, pass over to Horton. Washington for 3. It's good! And the Knights are on fire. Maya Moy leading the way in points for the Knights with 31. She's added a couple more to that here in the fourth quarter. Fink with the rebound. She wants to go coast to coast. And, oh, she does! What a move! And even Coach Mike's got to be excited about that one. Rhea Fink put it on a poster. What a nice move there. Not all layups are created equal, as we saw there. 113-38 is our score with just over 6 minutes. There's a floater in the lane, and that check cashes for 2 points. Stick around, fans. After this game, we're going to have interviews with Coach Mike and some of the players. Haggerty. Flynn in the corner! And here are the Lakers slowing things down. This game hasn't been in doubt for a while. There's a good pass there by Cole. Back out to Cole, another good pass. This closeout defense here for the Knights is solid. The rotations are crisp. Nothing is coming easy here for the Lakers. Horton. Offensive rebound for the Knights and 2 points. A 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Nothing coming easy for the Lakers, but it's looking mighty easy here for the Knights here. As there's 5 minutes and 31 seconds left here in this game, and it's 118-40. The Knights are rolling here. Lakers pull up. Good defense there by Flynn. Didn't get a hand on it. She did alter that shot there for sure. Fink, step back. Foot's on the line. Oh, my. What a move there by Rhea Fink. Is that a 3? I think they ruled it a 3. It looked like a foot was on the line there. Under 5 to play. Flynn gets the steal. Flynn, Horton, Haggerty, back to Flynn. And now the Knights are going to get into their offense, slow things down. Washington takes it to the top of the key, looks up at the play clock. Fink for 3 in front of the bench. Horton, another offensive rebound. Why not make it 2? Haggerty pulls up for 3, and it's long. Fink with the rebound this time. Washington for 3. It's good, and she's fouled. A potential 4-point play as the Knights are rolling here, 124-40. Just over 4 minutes left to play, and the Knights bench is exploding here. Gagan is set to check in, as well as Reed, as Horton and Haggerty check out for potentially the final time. This team, due to injuries, is a little less deep than it was to start the season. Flynn charging. Was in a great position there. Great defense here by the Knights. 5 on the shot clock. They gotta go. And close to a shot clock violation, and we're gonna get a shot clock violation. Lakers not helping themselves out there. Not a lot of communication on the court, but it's tough to want to talk when you're down big like they are here in this one. Another reminder, fans, stick around as there's only 3 minutes and 30 seconds in this game. But after the game, we're going to have interviews with Coach Mike Sini and a few of the Knights players afterwards. Going to be talking to people, going to be talking to the players and coaches, about the game, and also, of course, everyone still reeling from the tragic death of Kobe Bryant. Gagan, fake, baseline jumper. Reed puts it up, and oh, it's an invite to the block party sent out by the Lakers this time. Number 31, Jada Maxwell. And Gagan, you could hear the smack of the ball from all the way up here. Gagan must have timed that perfectly to come down that hard and not get any contact with the Lakers player. 125-40, just over 2 minutes to play. Gagan and the Knights finally looking to slow things down here on offense. Washington for 3, and that's long. Maxwell with the rebound. Obviously, the Lakers going to be coming away losers here in this one. Their 6-game losing streak is going to be pushed to 7, but a tremendous effort by them here in this one. It's a tough game coming up into the Kingdom and playing this Knights team. They've been a buzzsaw to a lot of teams here this season, but the Lakers have not gotten down here in this one, and Gagan does not go for the layup. Instead, she runs it back out. Takes a 3 instead, and wow. I'm glad it's not playground rules. We'll leave it at that. 128-40 is now our score. Gagan gets the steal. She feeds it down to Reed. Reed puts it up, and she's fouled. And with just over a minute to play, okay. shot. Late whistle there from that end line judge. Okay, no problem. Lakers going to the line after the call. 130-40 will be our score for at least another second or two as the first foul shot comes up empty. Fans, once again, stick around for our after-game interviews. We're going to be talking to Maya Moy, Casey Gagan, and Kendall Haggerty. And you're definitely going to want to stick around for that because we're going to be talking to Maya and Casey Gagan about not just today's game, but their last game against Nova as well, where Maya dropped the 81 for Kobe, and Gagan joined the Admiral in the quadruple double club. And Flynn continues the hot streak here in this second half as the shot is starting to fall as well now, and that will probably be the final shot of the game here for the Knights, maybe the final shot overall, as the shot clock is turned off. And the clock is getting ready to hit triple zeros. Maxwell will drive and come up just a little short. Flynn gets the rebound. And that will be all she wrote for this one, as the Knights are big winners here in this one. 133-41 is our final score. Once again, stick around for interviews after the game. But if you can't, until next time, good afternoon, good evening, and All right, Aaron Thomas standing here with Maya Moy. Big game here out today. A big win for the team. Anything in particular that stood out to you in this game?
What stood out to me in this game is that everyone contributed. Everybody always contributed, but it was fun today. It was a lot of excitement. A lot of things we ain't see none of my teammates never do. They did today, and that was very exciting knowing that we going into big games and we seeing a lot of growth.
I think one of those moves that you're talking about, it had to be that behind the back that Gagan pulled out earlier. That was pretty impressive. You think that's going to find its way onto YouTube at some point?
Yes.
All right, got to address the elephant in the room, the big 81-point game that you dropped in your first game after the tragic passing of Kobe. We found out afterwards Kobe Bryant's a big inspiration to you, as he is to so many out there. What's it been like for you after that game? Because I've seen, you get your name in the paper, you get your name out there in the internet. What's that been like for you? Because you seem kind of reserved. It's kind of be a little bit of a shock, a little bit.
No, I just want to keep working and keep getting my name out there more and more, and make people recognize what we got over here, which is talent.
Well, I think that's the best way to say it, and I think that's very Kobe-esque of you, too. I think that's pretty much how he would say it as well. Congratulations on the big game against Nova and the big game here against the Lakers. So we'll see you next time, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Case, what do you know about your socks? Duke's name and all that stuff? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to have him ask you so we can give you a shout out. All right. At the end, just ask her about her socks.
Okay. All right, Aaron Thomas here once again, talking to Casey Gagan, making a habit of this, talking to you after the game because you're putting up a lot of stats every game. Got to talk to you about that behind-the-back move. You been practicing that?
No.
Oh, man, I don't know if I believe that you haven't been practicing that.
No,
You seem pretty effortless.
Thank you.
No. Now, you had the quadruple-double in the last game. You joined the Admiral in the quadruple-double club. Is that something you ever done? Did you do that before in high school?
No, definitely not. Definitely not a quadruple-double.
Yeah, well, is there anything rolling for you in particular? Because it seemed like you really are hitting your stride here at this point, and it's a perfect time to hit your stride as we're getting close to the end of the season and getting close to when these games really start mattering.
I mean, they've been on me all season about my assists. I think I've been picking my assist-to-turnover ratio up and my steals as well.
15 steals in the game against Nova, so steals are definitely coming up. Hard to do that again, though. Steals were a little bit down today, but still a great effort.
Thank you.
Now, I've been told to ask you about your socks. What's so special about those?
Coach Mike's friend, he has his own clothing brand, so we wore them today to represent.
All right, and what's the name of that clothing brand? Or who owns the clothing brand? We'll go with that.
Meek.
All right, shout out to Meek, and let's show those socks off. Not nearly as nice as mine. All right, we're going to talk to Kendall Haggerty here in a moment.
Okay.
Congratulations, Gagan, on the quadruple-double and another big game here against the Lakers. We'll talk to you next time.
Thank you.
And I'm here with Kendall Haggerty. We're wrapping up the players' interviews here. You started out really hot from the field. I think you were 5 from 8 for 3 in the first half. Slowed down there in the second half, but you were kind of carrying the offense in the first half. Was that kind of just by accident, or were the shots just going down, or did they make an effort to get you involved early on in the offense?
Yeah, well, my shots were falling, and once it started to fall, everyone started to look for me more.
Yeah, it seemed like they were looking to get you involved as the shot was falling down. But when the shot wasn't falling in the second half, you were getting involved in other places. On one, I could be wrong, I'm not a mathematician, but on one play down there, I think I counted 4 offensive rebounds on one possession. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Does that stand out? Have you ever done that before?
Maybe a couple times, but not really.
Not since high school?
No.
Well, it seems like you guys as a team, you guys are playing your best basketball right now. Perfect time to be playing your best basketball as these games are going to really start to matter heading into tournament time. You think you guys are playing your best basketball as a team?
Yeah, we still have a lot to work on going into more intense games later on, but yeah.
In particular, what do you think you guys could work on as a team?
Defensively, we need to keep continuing to close out because a lot of girls can shoot. So as long as we stay above the three-point line, we'll be fine.
Well, I think if you can do that like you were doing it today, I think you guys are going to be a tough team to beat moving forward because your closeout game was strong today. Yeah. Thanks for talking to us, Kendall, and we'll talk to you next time.
All right, thank you.
All right, Coach Mike Sini coming up here in just 1 minute.
My guy.
All right, my guy, Coach Mike here, the only man. Well, maybe not the only man, but he's definitely dressed better than me. Coach Mike, first game here back in a while, and the first game back since Moy dropped that 81 points. I got to ask you right away, what did that mean to you? I know talking to you, you're a big Kobe fan, so that had to be a little special for you as a coach.
It was. I mean, I still kind of don't believe it happened. We just didn't plan for it. It was just it just happened. She just couldn't miss. She had 11 threes that night. It was special. You could just tell something special was going on. And to do it, in honor of a guy that great. He's one of the best basketball players to ever live. I'm not going to just say he's the best basketball player just because he passed on, but he's definitely one of the best basketball players to ever live, and he had a huge impact on everyone, not just the men's side, the women's side as well. You could kind of tell, with his daughter and sitting front row with the WNBA logo. You could kind of tell, he was kind of being an ambassador for the women's game as well. So to lose him that young and that tragic, it was tough. But
well, I know that I said to Rocco here, the cameraman, after this passing, I said, if you're a betting man, don't bet on the Lakers this year. Don't bet against the Lakers, and don't bet against the Knights as well, because I know how much Kobe meant to you and the rest of this team. Back on to today's game, got to ask, I saw you had somebody filming from the sideline. He got that Gagan behind the back move, right? Because that's got to find its way on YouTube later today.
I sincerely hope so. Casey has been amazing. Maya's been getting a lot of press over the past week, but Casey Gagan has been amazing. I don't know if you got a chance to kind of see what she's been doing.
She joined the Admiral in the quadruple double club.
Yeah,
I had to give her props for that.
And she had another triple double tonight. I mean, she's been amazing. I hope he did get some footage of that, but I know you did it on the call. I know you did it justice.
Oh, thank you very much for that. And I said it to all the players that we talked to before. If you look at the box score and if you watch the games, it really does seem like you guys are hitting your stride just offensively and defensively, starting to maybe play your best basketball, headed into a time where these games are really, really starting to matter. Is there one thing in particular, though, you think you guys can improve on again? Some of your players talked about the closeouts on defense, maybe rebounding, because you guys are strong on the offensive board here today, but you had a mismatch on that. Other games may not have that mismatch.
Just keeping up the same energy and attitude that we have on the offensive side, on the defensive side. I think we really, really love to score the ball, which I love, of course. But I blame myself as well and the coaching staff. We have to get them, the same psych we are on offense, on defense, and that's something we're going to continue to work on. The little things, so like you said, closing out and, running hard and being proactive and not reactive, So we keep working on that. We should be fine. All
right, well, we got a couple more games to close out this regular season. I know I'm excited for them, and I think you are as well.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you for your time, Coach, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone out there. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.